chronic illness is a long-term medical condition that requires treatment and management over a period of time, sometimes even your entire life. We all know someone who is battling an illness, whether big or small, and while it is up to a person in the public eye whether to disclose their health or not, it's certainly harder to hide depending on the condition. However, some celebrities choose to raise awareness and lessen the stigma surrounding a certain illness, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. This is the top 10 celebrities with chronic illnesses. Let's jump in. Coming in at 10, Charlie Sheen, HIV. Also known as the human immunodeficiency virus, this disease infects vital cells in the human immune system, such as helper T cells. HIV is a sexually transmitted infection but can also be spread by contact with infected blood or from mother to child during pregnancy, childbirth, or breastfeeding. Without medication, it may take years before HIV weakens your immune system to the point that you have AIDS. Charlie Sheen went public with his diagnosis back in 2015, stating, "I have a responsibility now to better myself and to help a lot of other people, and hopefully with what we're doing today, others will come forward and say, thanks Charlie." Most people infected by HIV develop a flu-like illness within a month or two, with symptoms such as fever, headache, muscle ache and joint pain, rash, sore throat, mouth sore, swollen lymph glands, mainly on the neck. If both HIV and AIDS remain untreated, it can lead to further illnesses, even cancer or death. Coming in at 9, Daisy Ridley, endometriosis. Star Wars star Daisy Ridley has very publicly shared her struggle with endometriosis, which, for those who don't know, is a condition in which cells similar to those in the endometrium, the layer of tissue that normally covers the inside of the uterus, grows outside of it, and in rare cases it may occur in other parts of the body. The main symptoms are pelvic pain and infertility, with nearly half affected having chronic pain during menstruation, and pain during sex. Daisy took to Instagram to share her story, stating, "8 years ago after being diagnosed, pain was back, more mild this time, and my skin was the worst. I tried everything, products, antibiotics, more antibiotics, and all that did was left my body in a bit of a mess. Finally found out I have polycystic ovaries and that's why it's bad. I can safely say feeling so self-conscious has left my confidence in tatters. I hate wearing makeup, but I currently don't want to leave the house without it on. However, progress is being made. My point is, to any of you who are suffering with anything, go to a doctor, pay for a specialist, get your hormones tested, get allergy testing, keep on top of how your body is feeling, and don't worry about sounding like a hypochondriac. From your head to the tips of your toes, we only have one body. Let's all make sure ours are working in tip-top condition and take help if it's needed." I couldn't agree more. Coming in at 8, Kim Kardashian West, psoriasis. Awareness about psoriasis definitely went up when it was revealed that the most photographed woman on the planet had it. Psoriasis is a common skin condition that speeds up the life cycle of skin cells, causing cells to build up rapidly on the surface of the skin, which results in red patches that are itchy and oftentimes painful. In an old episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Kim initially freaked out over the skin condition, however she has since taken on a more serene approach, even stating that she isn't trying to cover it up anymore. I quote, "I'm always hoping for a cure, of course, but in the meantime, I'm learning to just accept it as part of who I am." Coming in at 7, Pete Davidson, Crohn's disease. The SNL cast member first opened up about his battle with Crohn's disease back in 2016. For those who don't know, Crohn's disease is an inflammatory bowel disease that causes inflammation of your digestive tract, which leads to abdominal pain, severe diarrhea, fatigue, weight loss, and malnutrition. The comedian stated, I quote, "I got Crohn's disease when I was 17 or 18, and I found that the medicines that the doctors were prescribing me, and seeing all these doctors and trying new things, weed would be the only thing that would help me eat. My stomach would be in pain all day and I wouldn't be able to eat, but then I'd smoke and I can eat and do my shows. I wouldn't be able to do SNL if I didn't smoke weed. I wouldn't be able to do anything really. Me performing not high has gone awful. It was awful for me because I don't feel well." End quote. I was honestly shocked to discover this was the reason he smoked weed. The comedian has even stated in the past that he feels offended by those who don't understand the need for medical marijuana and who think you can't be productive while smoking. Preach. Coming at 6, Lady Gaga, fibromyalgia. Fibromyalgia is a disorder characterized by widespread musculoskeletal pain accompanied by fatigue, sleep, memory, and mood issues. It is also known to amplify painful sensations by affecting the way your brain processes pain signals. Symptoms symptoms often begin after a physical trauma, surgery, infection, or significant psychological stress. According to the NHS, it tends to affect women 7 times more than men, and on top of that, there is no cure. However, symptoms can be relieved through medications, therapy, and lifestyle changes. Gaga has opened up numerous times in the past about her experience with the illness, specifically after the singer was forced to cancel a concert in Brazil because she was taken to hospital with severe pain. Coming in at 5, Nick Jonas, type 1 diabetes. Nick Jonas was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes when he was just 13 years old, which he described as one of the most frightening moments of his life. The Jonas brother speaks frankly about it in the Amazon documentary about the brothers, but he has also been very open about his condition from a young age. For those who don't know, type 1 diabetes is a disease in which the pancreas does not produce any insulin. Insulin is a hormone that helps your body control the level of glucose, aka sugar, in your blood. The singer discussed his diagnosis, stating, "I was shocked at first, and my family was just as panicked. But the real scare was I had to quickly learn so much. It was completely overwhelming." Since his diagnosis, Nick has been wearing the Dexcom continuous glucose monitor, which sends him his blood sugar every 5 minutes. In at 4, Bella Hadid, Lyme disease. Lyme disease, also known as Lyme borreliosis, is an infectious disease caused by a bacterium called Borrelia spread by ticks. When it is not detected early, it can cause long-lasting symptoms such as pain in the joints, problems affecting the nervous system, extreme fatigue, and heart problems. Bella stated that her disease once got so out of hand it left her battling to even move. I quote, "I couldn't get out of bed for 6 days. My brain would get all foggy and I couldn't see. That was the hardest time of my life." The model also told Glamour in 2016, I quote, "I'm really tired a lot. A few weeks ago I had a big campaign shoot that I had to reschedule. It's hard, but I push through because at the end of the day, if you're not working, somebody else is." So true. Coming in at 3, Michael J. Fox, Parkinson's. The Back to the Future actor has always been open about his Parkinson's diagnosis, which he received when he was 29 back in 1991, a disease that is traditionally associated with older people. Parkinson's is where the brain becomes increasingly damaged and is characterized by shaking. The actor stated, I quote, "I was diagnosed 25 years ago and I was only supposed to work for another 10 years. I was supposed to be pretty much disabled by now. I'm far from it. This is as bad as I get and I can still go to the store and go marketing." Since the beginning, he's been on a crusade to help find a cure and ways to potentially prevent more cases of the condition, with his Michael J. Fox Foundation funding more than $800 million in medical research to date. Coming in at 2, Selena Gomez, lupus. Lupus is a systemic autoimmune disease that occurs when your body's immune system attacks your own tissues and organs. It can affect many different body systems, including your joints, skin, kidneys, blood cells, brain, heart, and lungs. Selena Gomez revealed back in 2015 that she had lupus, which affected her kidneys, resulting in her undergoing a kidney transplant in 2017. The singer states, I quote, "Maybe I wasn't necessarily really good at knowing what that meant, so it actually got to a point where it was life or death. Thankfully, one of my best friends gave me her kidney and it was the ultimate gift of life, and I'm doing quite well now. I think it's safe to say we're all happy she's recovering and living her best life." And finally, coming in at number 1, Selma Blair, multiple sclerosis. Multiple sclerosis is a potentially disabling disease of the brain and spinal cord. Signs and symptoms of MS vary on the amount of nerve damage and which nerves are being affected. Some people with severe MS may lose the ability to walk independently or at all. Selma Blair first shared her diagnosis with MS on Instagram in October 2018. The actress stated, I quote, "I was in this wardrobe fitting 2 days ago, and I am in the deepest gratitude. So profound it is, I've decided to share. The brilliant costumer Alissa Swanson not only designs the pieces, but she carefully gets my legs in my pants, pulls my tops over my head, buttons my coats, and offers her shoulder to steady myself. I have MS." Blair admitted she felt off for some years and chalked it up to a pinched nerve. As of 2019, she now walks with a cane and continues to be open about her chronic illness on social media. Well, there we have it. Do you guys agree with our list? Were there any celebrities that we missed? Leave us all your thoughts and feelings in the comments down below. If you haven't already, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another Beyond the Screen vid. Until next time, see you later.